Vincent, good morning. Yes, hello.
Hi, Michael. How are you?
Yeah, yes, but you first.
Oh, well, it's been such a long time, Michael. I've been away.
Yes.
And so we haven't caught up for quite a while. My work, they sent me to a conference in Italy.
Wow.
And it was the inaugural AEI conference, which was very interesting. I learned a lot. AEI conference is Artificial Emotional Intelligence Conference.
Right.
So it was very interesting. It was artificial emotions. There were a lot of politicians, influencers, actors, and academics there.
Yes.
My favourite session was what was it? It was it was crying on demand.
Yes.
That was a very interesting session and very useful for funerals, and at wakes and things like that.
Well, as we've talked before about the various criteria and the various top-up courses you're doing at work. I mean, that would be excellent for gaslighting, for example. Being able to do that.
Yes. Well, they did. I think that's why they sent me, because I was failing at a lot of my compliance.
Yes, I was going to ask whether this is part of that upskilling, but it sounds perfect.
Yeah, so it's that artificial emotion intelligence thing that we're going for. So the gaslighting stuff was there. Look, it was really interesting seeing experts in their field. So there were politicians there were academics, there were actors, and they could just turn it on, the emotion, and
yes.
I mean, it felt artificial, but that's the way of the world these days.
So it didn't come across as sincere, for example.
I got into trouble for that.
For coming across as sincere.
Yeah, I actually got pulled up by one of the organisers to say you didn't really. They would say things like, "You didn't really mean that," and I'm like, "No, I didn't."
Oh, right. No, well, that's right. That's right. Because it's very hard to fake sincerity of all the things. Yeah.
So it was interesting. It was good, and because Italians are very emotional, there was a lot of genuine emotion, especially around the buffet. The buffet table.
Yes.
A lot of actually sort of some very heightened emotions, a bit of anger. When the mortadella ran out.
Oh, the mortadella. Gosh, no.
Yeah.
But it was nice mortadella, obviously, if there was like a run on it. Yeah.
There was a run on it.
Was it the pistachio thing, or just peppercorns, or just a plain?
They had both, but they ran out very quickly.
Of course.
And the other thing I should mention is, remember that academic that I was working with that did that was doing the Better Cities, Better Buffet conferences?
Yes.
Unfortunately, she's been sacked. So a lot of my research stream has kind of, sort of diminished. That's why I think they've sent me to the artificial emotional intelligence conference.
And it does bring up a concern about where you will get your sustenance going forward. But listen, before we go into I just want to start the session proper. There's been no harm or self-harm. You've been eating well.
Yes, I have. Yes, all good. Good.
Good.
No harm, no self-harm. Although I did nearly gag on something, but that was just from greed.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah, okay. Well, you got to be careful there.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like an impulse you have for self-harm, isn't it? Like those shoes and the coffee beans. I remember a long time ago.
Yes.
And look, we need to keep an eye on that, because there's something. I don't know. I don't want to. Maybe it's a bit far-fetched, but something a little bit self-destructive, like a death wish about you. Like it just feels like, yeah.
Yeah, I think that it does manifest itself in overconsumption. I've noticed.
Yes.
Yeah. So look, I'm glad you've picked up on that, Michael. It's good to know that you've noticed it.
Yes.
And I don't know. We should. I don't know. I don't know what to do about that. It's just my nature.
You've got to be careful with overconsumption, because like people used to die just from consumption. So now we're in the land of overconsumption.
That's right. Yes, it's true.
Yeah. It's a bit like, well, I don't know. Maybe it's just people wanting to, like go one up, like you just came back from Italy, but we're all familiar with supermarkets. Well, you know what they have in Italy? They have hypermarkets.
Yes, everything's at one step up.
Well, it's one step up. Yeah, it's like that thing in, what was that film where, this goes to 11, like you're at 10, but you want.
Yes. Yeah, Spinal Tap.
Spinal Tap. This is Spinal Tap. That's on. And actually on that, it's funny you should mention this artificial emotional intelligence, because look, it's just like our paths cross. Well, they don't really, but maybe they don't cross. They run parallel and never really meet. But but it's amazing how we seem to be travelling on these paths at the same speed. So we kind of hit the same towns and villages and things like that. Same creeks we have to cross at the same time. But I think I've done with the analogy now.
It's quite a voyage.
Look, it's quite a rich analogy, but I think it's time to stop. The reason I brought it up is because I have been thinking a little bit about what I'm going to do in addition to my study in with therapy, and what I've started is a course in acting, actually, because to be an actor, and I know that you're sort of in that kind of arena, and so I thought maybe I'd kind of mention it to you, because acting, it's a sort of they specialise in musical theatre.
Right.
So it's something that I'm really thinking of taking quite seriously. I don't know how that's going to overlap with my therapy, but I think there's a lot of we've talked a lot about sort of musical therapy and things like that, and so I'm kind of, and so that this sort of artificial emotional stuff, it's very much sort of part of that, and
yes, there were a lot of actors at the AEI.
I'm sure. Yeah. And the thing, you also said, being Italian, very emotional. The thing I've found, because we were asked to do certain things, and one of them that came up was, can you be Italian? Like you have to sort of step into the role. It was real method, but only for 5 minutes.
Yes.
Yes, you have to. Can you become like an Italian man? Like I sort of, did the thing with the fingers, and then started kind of, shouting a little bit and getting inflamed. And then said, right, well, now it's time for lunch. Because I really felt like
perfect. That's perfect.
Yeah. So I got really good feedback. So I really, for that moment, I really embodied that, the la bella figura, if you know what I mean. Like I was really put myself forward in that sense.
Yeah. Oh, it sounds like, well, I mean, acting, what a wonderful thing. But when are you going to graduate from your psychology course?
Well, I thought I might put that on the back burner for a little bit. And just maybe just focus. Let's throw myself at the. I mean, who knows where that could lead? I could be treading the boards at some stage. I mean, Hamlet. Playing the Dane is a big thing. But look, if you don't aim for the moon, you just But
so you're my acting therapist now.
Well, I feel like I have been without actually acknowledging it.
Yeah. Yes. I can see that.
But the other thing that sort of really gave me reason to sort of pause and really need to finish up soon. Sam, my dog, because I keep all these notes obviously after we have our sessions, and he found them and he went through them, and look, basically the dog ate my homework, and so I had to spend the last couple of weeks just kind of recapping on where we've been the journey, and I thought that, you know, for the next session we might do a kind of a whistle stop tour, because I know you've brought lots of issues to me. You know, you had the divorce, and you know you got you know your work wasn't going too well, and things like that. And I thought maybe kind of go over it, just sort of do it like a greatest hits thing. You know, just focus on the highlights or the lowlights. But really just sort of go for the outliers, because that's going to be the way for me to sort of paint that picture again in its fullness. Almost like a reset, really. Yeah.
I like that idea. I mean, now I'm back and I'm refreshed, and
yes.
I can access a lot of artificial emotion.
Good.
I feel like, you know, we can move forward.
I wanted to seem real, so please do bring up those artificial emotions as much as possible. Yes.
Yes, well, you could act, and with your acting expertise, I mean, what can go wrong?
Well, I wouldn't put it as far as expertise. I think just raw talent at the moment, but I'm working on it. Yes.
Well, I mean, what can go wrong? What could possibly go wrong in this scenario?
Oh, look, people have asked that question of me so many times. I really failed to deliver a satisfactory answer, but.
Well,
but listen, it is time.
Yeah.
To wrap up.
Yes.
All right. Well, cheerio then.
Okay. Thanks, Michael.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.